Okay, I'm back, and what I am going to do is go in yet more lightning because I've let it dry down now. I've let this sit for about like 2 hours when played Jackbox or something. So just going back in, lighten on this side mostly, not so much that side. Oh, that immediately looks way better. I'm glad I let it dry out because that orange in the back was really taking control of everything. There we go. I like those eyes. Those are good looking eyes. Might take a bit of that into here. It'll look different anyway because it's translucent and it's got a bit of that pinkier color underneath it. I'm still working out of the little pate thing. I'll just keep plugging away at this. Because I really want there to be a lot of movement going around. Well, nothing's actually moving, but I want the fur to have movement in it. I want there to be texture in the fur. I want there to be variety. I don't want anywhere to just be like a big empty space of the same color and the same texture. And I'm going to my God, the Naples yellow always comes out way too much. It's doing too much. I didn't wipe my butt, I just pooped and got up. Okay, that's gonna be. It's just, I love to use the little cragglies on the brush, just the tiniest little corner. See, that's really cool. A little bit of shine there. Gonna give myself some more red and some more Payne's grey. Let's see if I can't go back into those ears a bit. Make them a bit. Focus, will you? Stay focused. That's looking cool. I might got myself some more of the cadmium. Decided I'm going to go back in here and make all this more redder. More redder means more better. Might bring out his side fuff a bit. Might even lighten it a bit. Because looking at this, I noticed that some of the pinkiness does get in to the orange on his nose, and I quite like that, and I might dust some of that around in different areas just to break up. Because I know I was just talking about how I don't want blocks of colour, but I do still want the hair itself to just sort of be a block. Because that's just an interesting enough motif for me. I realise I'm still not pointing the frickin' thing at the frickin' thing. But I do want there to be some dimensionality in his nose and on the sides. Yeah, that's looking good. Had a bit of a brain blast and I decided I want the floor behind him to be sort of more red. So we're going to start to sort of do the underneath of that. I want it to be fairly well delineated away from his face. So it's going to be a sort of red to purple. Oh, I also decided during the break that I wanted to have, instead of this one big round arch of light, there's going to be like two arches, like there are two arched doors sort of behind us, even like from where we're standing. So that's going to be cool. Yeah. This floor is going to end up being almost pink. In fact, I was going to make it wood, like wooden flooring, but the thought of doing that and getting it right kind of nauseates me, because I've tried to do wood paneling before, and it is just something that I do not enjoy trying to render, like the slats. You can still see the drawings for the slats in there, and I don't like those. They were not the best. Sort of made this pink out of just what is that? Cadmium red and the Naples yellow. Make a pretty decent pink together. Very sort of dusty rose, you would call it. But I still definitely want the upper half to be that dusty blue. Again, everything in the background is sort of dusty, muted, neutral colours. Actually, I'm kind of happy with that background there just as is. I want to make the I want to get rid of those underdrawings for the wooden slats though, so I'm going to have to go over with a few more layers of it. But that's whatever. It's just going to be a matter of getting up here and doing that, the blue part. Okay, I'm going to make a start on the top background now, and what I am going to do is I'm literally just going to mix Payne's grey and Naples yellow, and that's going to be our wall colour in the backdrop. And then I'm just going to add, I might even add white to the light in the arches, Might just be pretty much the only place I add white to lighten something in this. I'm just going to have these two arches. That one's a bit skew if. I'll fix that momentarily. I think we can get away. Yeah, we can definitely just use the Naples yellow and the Payne's grey for the light section too. Sort of, I think lighter than what we've got going here though. Not too sure about. Yeah. Need to not leave open tubes of paint sitting on my bed with the cap off and all. Stupid conduct. Okay. Might actually even, you know what? The lighter parts are going to be, instead of the Payne's grey, it's going to be ultramarine blue. Because that's going to make a lighter, see, there we go, a lighter blue. Whereas this has started to, again, it's starting to pull into that pink territory. And this is still too dark, but it'll suffice as like an underneath. We'll go back over it with a lighter shade and make use of some broken color in the process to give it more dynamism. See, it's turning quite nice down there. I like how it's interacting with the color of his ear. It's got. You're all gonna like groan at me when I get to the little painting in the middle and you see what I'm doing. You're gonna be like, oh, for fuck's sake, Josh is joshing again. All the Joshes are joshing. All the Joshes are joshing. All the Joshes are joshing. All the Joshy Joshes. Dress like an angel, act like Josh. See, I love these little bits of white that peek through. If you use them just right, they just look nice. No, they lend it's like little bits of light catching on things. It's an easy way to create a sense of the light bouncing around in the room. It's turning out nice. There's something, trust the process. It is going to work out, but there is something that's bothering me, and I cannot quite put my finger on it. I am going to apply a bit of the shadow underneath that. Because again, the light is still sort of coming from that way. It's like these two arches could be like arched windows on like an upper mezzanine or something. Bit of the Payne's grey, because I'm going to continue that shadow underneath the painting into here, and then up here. I feel like I might get rid of the white border in between these, because it's sort of making it look more like these are arches, as opposed to like the light from an arch on the wall. So I am just going to, I might even flip this upside down, because from where I'm standing, I'm having a bit of trouble. I was having a bit of trouble scalloping in this direction. See, now that looks a bit more like what we want. I might even make the outside darker, actually, instead of making the inside lighter. It's not quite balancing on that. I shouldn't be painting on a canvas that's balancing on a single push pin. But, you know, we're acting a bit fast and loose. How dark is that? That's pretty dark. Okay, that's looking a bit more correct. Can flip it back now. Yeah, that's working a bit better. I'm gonna keep working at this though, so that just make the line between the two fuzzier. Sorry. I'm going to go to the store sometime soon, and I'm going to get an actual phone tripod thing that doesn't have these. See, I saw this listed on the packaging, this like bendy arm stuff, and I thought, oh, that's cool. That's really handy. I can bend it into any position I want to. Turns out that's shit. Turns out the bendy arm is shit. This thing that is specifically designed to hold a phone cannot hold the weight of a phone. It's like it's insane how bad it is. It's a very minimum viable product kind of situation. You could tell they were just like, yeah, that's good enough. It kind of holds things up. I don't know what that's the shadow of there, but I kind of like it. It's like there might be something like even further back, like in between the archway and the light source. It's like casting a shadow there. I like that. Oh, I like that. See what happened just there? That like scalloped into the ear. I just end up slowly making his ears thinner. It's like I'm shaving his head down. Like planing it. Like it's a piece of wood. Hello, Eric. Please don't pee in my wardrobe. Oh, you're just going to sit there. Fine, I guess I'll let you do that. I might bring this whole situation down here. Because another thing I haven't mentioned yet is I want there to be like, I don't know what you call it, like the plaster moulding between the floor and the wall. Is that wainscoting? I think wainscoting is the stuff where it like comes right up and it has like the wood paneling. So I don't know. Local man has no idea what he's talking about. Keeps talking anyway. And I want the molding to be sort of yellowy, like the Naples yellow, but maybe even with a bit of like normal yellow thrown into it. So it's like a sort of lemony band that goes right across. Sorry, I'm just sitting with my thoughts for a moment. Okay, so I've sneakily done a little bit more, sorry. But yeah, just scumbling around with more this is just straight Naples yellow. Because again, I was not liking how not lit this side looked compared to the other side. They were just a bit too even. And now I'm going to, with brush and mouse, create a bit more of the red inner ear color, because I'm going to go back into there too. I'm gonna. Okay, that's more of this dark on this side. And then, conversely, lighter on this side. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm also wanting to... Let's see if I can't... Well, what? Okay, that's darker than that is, so... I wanted to, sort of attack this idea of the floor being also lit. Figure out how to do that. You know, I might actually go in on the floor with a pink that has actual white added to it. I keep threatening to do that, but I think that might be the one place where I actually do that. Where is my actual white? I had to buy a new one the other day because I couldn't find... I swear to God, recently I bought a tube of white and it just sort of went into space and was never seen again. My ceiling light being directly above my palette is making it very hard for me to see what I'm actually mixing. There we go. Yeah, that's a good dusty rose. Contrasts a bit more with the back of his head as well, which is good, which is what we want. Yes, I like that a lot. I also wanted to do that the freaking wainscoting or whatever the fuck it's called. And for that, I need a bit of yellow. I always pump out way too much of the paint because I don't squeeze it from the end like I'm supposed to. No, that doesn't seem right. No, that's no yellow actually. Sorry, I've just I keep pressing buttons wrong on my phone and not realizing that I'm not actually recording, and that's really fun. But yeah. That was a misstep. But whatever, it still looks fine. Yep, that looks fine. I was going to do that, the wainscoting. In fact, I think I can do that with this colour. Yeah, that'll be... Oh yeah, that's fine. That works perfectly. Yeah, we've got skirting board. That's what that's the well, not really wainscoting. It's skirting board. I don't know if they call that in other places, but here they call it a skirting board. It's gonna make it a lot lighter for these bits here. And then I have to go back and remix some of that blue at the top. I need to get some of that back in because I need to... Actually, I just realized something else I need to do. I wonder if I can... Nope, it's not going to work that way. Okay. Actually, yeah, I can get that to work. I kind of wanted to imply a bit of the guy's shadow. It looks like it'll let me do that. But then I have to bring more of this in over here, which is fine actually. I like the warmth of that. It looks more like light is hitting it. Even give it a nice gradient down here where it gets even brighter. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's working. Need to get my water. Don't want to lose too much of that brush texture in the background there, but also need to bring that over a bit. I'm going to start on the painting a little bit more. As you can see, I've already done a little bit of it, and what it's going to be is, you got to forgive me, I didn't know my printer was out of almost everything. I don't even use it, but it runs out. It's almost like the printer industry should be severely fucking overhauled and regulated, but I'm doing this guy because I think about this image a lot. It feels like a me kind of image. I'm just going to thinly try and suggest the palm trees in the background. This isn't going to be very detailed. You're going to be barely able to tell what the actual image is. And that's kind of part of the joke, is going to be that anyone who's seen this image will be like, oh fuck, it's that thing. But anyone who hasn't seen that image will be like, oh, whatever. And that is not a light enough colour. Where's the white gone? There's the white. I do not super care about being really sophisticated with the colours on this part, because frankly it's a fucking stupid joke, so, and it's supposed to be off in the background anyway. I'm gonna like, the text is gonna be like barely legible as text, which is funny. Try and get some red going. I'm gonna be so fucking mad if people just instantly clock what this is. And I'm gonna be so mad if people don't. There's too many actual colours in this source image, which is a bit annoying. I really like trying to paint really small though. I love how it just sort of turns into a vague blob. It's like you have no idea what the fuck you're looking at, even though you're the one painting it. That's fun to me. I'm gonna have to go in afterwards with a much lighter blue, a deeper shade of blue. and there's nothing I can do. You're so far, far away. Yeah, a darker shade of me, and I just can't be free. You're so far, far away. How do we feel about steps? Yes, I'm a deeper shade of blue. There's nothing I can do. You're so far, far away. Yeah, I'm a deeper shade of me, and I just can't be free. You're so far, far away. Barely the suggestion of this fucking image. It's gonna be so funny. Everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck is that, Josh? And I'm gonna be like, no. Okay, I might let that dry again before I go back into it.